Okay, this is the scaled measurement tutorial. Looking at your ruler, you have all these different fun sides, right? You have anything from 3/8 to an inch and a half to an inch, all the way over 3 inches to a foot, so on and so forth. So you're gonna learn how to read all these other sides. Here's how it works. Look at your sheet, it's much easier than your ruler, but I'll refer back and forth to it. Okay, so as you're looking at this, look up here, please, if you will. You'll see that you have a straight line here. Like anything on this side of their 0, it doesn't matter which one, is feet. So I usually say find your feet first, because that's usually the easiest thing to do. So find your feet first. Look at the line where the 0 is. That's the lines that you count. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're wondering what this 10's all about, which I would be if I was you guys, if you look at the half-inch side, you'll see that there is a 10, which is referencing the 1 inch. See that? 10 there. So this is referencing, so if I'm doing this side, I would count the 0, 1, 2. I wouldn't count the small one because that's in the middle. That would be 6 inches, in other words. I will never do that to you guys because that's annoying when someone does that. It's bad. Okay, so my paper's going to blow all over the place. I'm going to turn it off. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we'll leave that in the video because life happens. All right, so here's how you do this. You count your feet first. So I'm going to do this full page with you guys. The next page you have to draw lines, which I doubt we'll probably get to right now, but we might get to a few of them. Who knows? All right, so on this one right here, you have 2 feet. So right, 2 feet over here. On your inches, now look up here for a minute. You will notice that you always count with your lines. You would never draw a line like this and then like this, because you're used to reading right to left. You don't do that anymore on these. You count with your line. There's 12 lines here. 6 is always the middle. 3 and 9, of course, that's 12. So 1 over from 9 is, of course, 10. So the answer to this one is 2 feet, 10 inches. Okay, next one. This one works the exact same way. You count on the 0. So you see here this 92? That is referencing the 1/8 inch to a foot. So if you look at your ruler real quick, you'll see on the 1/8 inch side, there's all these different numbers here. That's where that 92 counts at. You don't count that on this one. Okay? So just so you know, I'm trying to explain where all the little things are at. So on this one, you look at the line where the 0 is. Ignore this crap up here. 0, well, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this one is 10 feet. And then you would just count in. Now mine is getting a little bit older, but I know that this is 2, but if you were to do the 2 or 3 on this one, I'd probably give it to you anyway because it's hard to see. So 2 feet, so 10 feet, 2 inches. Okay. On the next one, it gets a little bit trickier. So on this one here, once again, you'll count all these lines. Where you see that 0 at, you want to look at the numbers. That will kind of indicate which one of these lines are used. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 feet. Now this one's a little different. You're used to 12 lines. Now you have 6. Remember, I always count this one as 1. So the middle one, so each of these is now worth 2 inches because there's 6 of them. You used to have 12, that's 1 inch. You have 6, it's 2 inches. So each one of these is 2 inches. So it'd be 6 feet, 2 inches. The middle one is always 6. The longest one in the middle, always 6. Okay, next one. Am I losing you guys yet? It'll get better as we go through. Okay, this one, you guys tell me, how many feet is it? And those of you watching at home. So just look at the line on where it sits at. What's your feet? 14 feet. Yep, just like that. Okay. Remember, you're counting towards a line, and each of these are worth 2. So it's how many inches? 2, yep. 14 feet, 2 inches. I don't know why half these are 2 inches. They just are. It's just how I made it. I didn't even realize I probably did that. Okay. Find your feet on number 5. What's your feet? $24. 24, because it goes right here. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Do we have the same paper? Yeah. So you have 24 feet right here.
Oh, that's.
Yeah. So all you do, so this one here, you're looking at the numbers. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These you would never count because those are going to give us a direction. So you look at the numbers along this line right here. That's all you care about. Wherever that 0 is, that's what you care about. You don't care about this stuff down here. Okay? No, you're right. It's no problem. This is tricky at first. And my paper was down, so it's harder to see. All right. So 24 feet. What's my inches? Dos. That is right. Dos. Okay. Next one, once again, a little trickier. All right. First off, what's your feet? That's easy. No?
28?
No, your feet are number 6.
Yeah.
So it's pointing right here. What? Right.
Oh, yeah.
So always feet first.
Okay.
Always feet first.
Got it.
Always feet first. I don't know why you want to go inches first, but feet first always. We're going to get this. Okay, the inches get tricky, so I'm going to just walk you through this, okay? So if this is 6, now, we're zoomed in a little closer, because houses are big, we zoom in a little closer sometimes. So 6, this one is 7, this one is 8. So what's between 6 and 7? 6.5. Yep. Good job. You built some confidence on that. So fractions do exist. Okay? All right. The next one, there's no feet because it starts on the 0 right here. Okay? So now we have 6 here, we have 7 here, and 8 here. So this is broken down to a 1/4 inch ruler. So if it's on the 3rd mark, what's that known as? 3/4. So this one would be 7 3/4. Does that make sense? Okay. So next one, this is sort of a review one. What's my feet? 2. Okay. Now, once again, look up here. So we have 3, this is 4, and this is 5. So what's my inches? Four and what? 3/4, yep. Okay. All right, next one, there's a little trick in that one. How many feet do we have? What? No. Because remember, you're following the 0 right here. 0, wait, just watch. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ignore these numbers right down here because these don't matter to you anymore. Do you see the 5? Because you have 0, and so you follow this line here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got it? You see it? It just takes a moment to see it? Yeah, because you have 4 here and 6 here, so that's 5. This 12 was referencing whatever the other side of the word is. I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's a 3/16, honestly. Okay, what's my inches? 7. Yep. Yep. You got it. Okay, the very last one is based off of a 1/8 inch ruler. So you guys are used to reading rulers. I know it maybe in a hot minute. But 6, 7, 8. So this right here is a half. So that would be a 1/4. That would be an 1/8. So this is an 1/8. What's my answer? 7 and what eighths? 3, yep. 7 3/8. Got it. Okay, let's turn her over. Now for the you do portion of the conversation. All right. For the sake of the video, I'm going to do this one more than I usually do. Okay, here's how you set this up. The first thing you have to do, find whatever side I ask you to first. So the first side I want you to do is 1/4 inch. So find that on your ruler. Always pay attention to that. Okay? Now, watch me. What you're going to do is you'll set your 6 on that line here. You see that? So set your 6 on the line. I want you to always start all your lines on that line there. So just like this. Are you good? Okay. You're going to draw that to the 0. And then you see the 8 inches. Count 8 ticks. There should be 2 after the big one, and then you're good. Got it? Okay, next one, 6 feet 4 inches. You can do the exact same thing. You line up the 6, which you should already have. You draw it out. You count 4 ticks. Or 1 past that first big one. You good so far? Okay. Next one, 12 feet. So find 12. Find 12, set it on the line, draw it out, and then go 2 inches past it. You good so far? Okay. Next one. Okay. Now it's an 1/8 inch to a foot. So watch this real quick. I'm going to flip my ruler upside down. Why? Because I always want to start feet first. That's my method of doing it, unless you want to go inches first, which I think it's a little bit complicated for right now. So rotate it over so the 12 is actually looking at you upside down like on mine. You see that? So on the 1/8 inch, yep, no, on the 1/8 inch scale, which is this one right here, you're going to set your 12 like this. Okay? So 1/8 inch scale, you're going to set your ruler like this. You see it? So you're 1/8, you're on 12, okay? So in these, you're going to draw this out 12 feet and then one little line past the next one. Got it? Okay, next one. This is one I really messed up on. I should not have an odd number, but I do, which you really can't tell. So set it on 21. Now 21 is going to be that 36. You see this? So if you're looking at this, I know it's hard to read on the overhead, but 20 is right here, and 21 is that 36 number. You see that? Do you understand why that is the way it is? Okay, cool. Draw that out and just set it around the 10, because I won't be able to tell the difference. I mean, that's less than the thickness of your lead, and I just take a transparency and I set it over the top, and that's how I get the answers correct. Okay. Oops, I put that on the wrong one. My bad. This one should be right here. Oop, sorry, that's wrong. Next is 3 feet 3 inches. So set it the 1 in front of the 4, and 3 is a bad number to use. I'm sorry about that. And just draw it to that 2 or 4, and that's close enough. 3 feet 2 inches. 3 feet like 2 inches. So I put this on the wrong one. Do the same thing. Do the same thing I did. So here, let's do this. There we go. So put 3 feet 3 inches right here. So it should be right there. So that should be released. Yeah. Okay. We'll do a couple more, and then we're about out of class time. All right. Next one is 1 foot 4 1/2. So find your 1/2 inch side, which should be like this. Oops, sorry. It should be like this. So you're going to set it on the 10 because that 10 is 1. And we'll stop after this one. So that 10 is 1. So you're going to start on the 10. And you're going to move it to the 4.5, which is the mark before the 5 inches. So that is how you do measurements. One more quick thing for video wise. If you do me a favor, it's much easier to do 5 feet and 1/2 and then 1 foot and 1/2 so your lines are not that small. Okay, moving on. So like I said, please change this one to 5 feet and 1/2 inches. So if you've got this, just go. If you need help still, just follow me still. So on this 1 inch, you're gonna set it on the 8 right here because you go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So start off with this. Move it out to here, and it should be about that first little tick after the 0. Next one, it's 1 foot. So 1 feet revolves around this. Remember, you look at this 0 line. These numbers don't matter when it's below your normal lines. So 1 foot, go out 1, 2 1/4. So just like that. Next one. Okay, this is a 1 foot scale, so make sure you switch it over. So I'm gonna flip my ruler around just so I start off with the 1 foot properly. So here we go, so 1 foot. So I'm gonna start with the 1 here. Remember, because you go 0, 1, 2, 3. So go out to here, and it should be that second little line in on the 1. Okay, next one, 3 feet. Right there. So on the 1 and 1 inch scale. So you would start with the 3 feet here, draw it all the way out. Okay, so you have 6 here, you have 9 here. So 8 should be this next long line next to the 9. Should be right there. Okay, the next one, 3 feet, 4 1/2 inches. So we're on the 3 again. So draw it out, 3, 4, and 1/2 inches. So there you go. Okay, next is the 3/8 on your ruler. I know this is getting a little dry here, but it is what it is. Okay, once again, you're looking at the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm on 2 feet, so I'm right here. And it says 2 inches. So you start on the 2, draw it out to the second one, and there you go. Okay, next one is a little tricky. Reason why is because there's 2 10s next to each other. Which one do you choose? You choose the smaller one because that's on this 0 line right here. So I choose a smaller one of the 10. So 10 feet, I believe it's 2 inches. Okay, next is 1 feet 6 inches. 1 foot 6 inches. So 1 foot 6, you got to do this 14 because 0, 1, 2. Okay, always look at that. So 6 inches is that big one in the middle, and there you go. Okay, next one, 1 and 1/2 inches. This is the big dog right here, or at least one of them. Here we go. So 2 feet, your 2 you need is the second 2 in here. The reason why I say that is because this 2 is based off of the 3 inch scale because you go 0, 1, 2. On this side you go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put it on the second small one right here. Okay, this is the one that most people miss, so just so you know. So we go 2, draw it out to my 9, and it should be that next big line going in prior to hitting this one right there. Okay, then the 1 feet 4. So that goes on the 2 right there, but that's really 1. 1 feet 4 1/2. Next one is this 9 inches. So this is a small little line, no feet given. So 0 to 9. Okay, your last 2 is on the 3 foot scale, so you're just going to read it like a normal ruler, except no feet. Why? Because it'd be too big. That's what I chose. So you're going to stick with 8 inches. Okay, this is a half. These are eighths. So this last one is 7/8. So your line would go all the way to right there. Your last one here, and then that's it on the video. Going to start off on the 0, go to 4 1/2. Okay, you're not done yet. You have 2 more sheets left. This is your homework. This is what I need you to do, okay? I will need you to turn this in by giving it to me. We can't do a picture on this one because I need to check it out. I have a transparency sheet that I will look over. Make sure you do both sides, okay? If you have any questions, let me know, all right? Good luck, and I'll talk to you soon.